turtle is supposed to be. That's Raph, alright. Okay, so hi there, I'm Spiriax. I'm commentating for Constra's run here on Bring Him Over 2. Right off the bat, you will see a ton of dashing. Actually, as a kid, this is kind of, I would say maybe advanced tech, because this is something you have to enable in the menu, in the options menu in the game, to be able to double tap to mash. This is a really cool speedrun because you have a really large variety of moves because of this. The turtle choice is really kind of convenient that they ended up being Raph, because he is the prime speedrun turtle, being the one that has the most speed and does the most damage. With any turtle, when you do the dashing moves, you will be able to dish out a ton of damage. The tackle, and then there's the special attack, the attack that takes away your health. Except if you're actually running and do it, then it doesn't take away any health. Constra's at a little bit low health, so he can't really use that too much right now. So that's the first really optimal slam throw in the run. Baxter coming up is a really hard boss to manipulate. It's in the air. Raph's strongest attack is actually that cross chop thingy with his Sai. So most of the time, that's the one attack you want to utilize the most. Thanks for being a little bit annoying as usual. That attack, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but and done. Now, funny enough, Baxter always has to die in the upper left corner to see him walk up there before he explodes. Interesting detail, I guess. As for the throws in this game, you have the slam throw that you saw Constra do at the end of stage 1, which is really good when there's a ton of enemies with a ton of HP, because it insta-kills anything. Anything. There will be robots later on, and those will die of those as well. See, another very good slam throw. Yeah, that slam throw allows you to skip a ton of enemies back there. Also something that I haven't really mentioned yet, but this game is really interesting as a speed game because the camera movement is not always coordinated with the spawns. So sometimes you can, like, let's say there's a pack of 4 enemies, but you only need to kill 3 to actually scroll the screen. Just skip a lot of foot soldiers and other enemies. See a lot of screen throws in the screen as well, which I was going to mention. What that does is it as soon as they're being grabbed. But if the foot soldiers die off of exploding, dead until you see the explosion itself, which means that if there's a foot soldier that will enable the screen to scroll afterwards, you will be able to do so much faster by throwing them out. Also having a really good stage 2 so far. This is some extra enemies with hard mode. Hellhead is there's a very predictable fight. You see, he'll be able to pin him down against the wall like this, and just like that, so Metalhead is done. Very nicely done. Something that's interesting about Raph's standing special, basically any special of any turtle, will give you a lot of invisibility frames. And so, obviously, we're going to use that to tank through moves of bosses and some other things. You might see Constra like use the special to not take damage of the spike balls coming up later in this stage. But being the first auto-scroller here, we just gonna enjoy the ride, listen to some good music. For those just tuning in, this is where we try to help Luis Miguel, Madu, and Sopanama get to AGDQ 2019. So yeah, so far. Interestingly enough, before this run, but Madu is actually a top runner of this game. Something interesting that I felt to mention. There it is. Prime example of being to tank through things that does damage by using the special. It doesn't really hit anything, so yeah, because of that, it doesn't drain any damage. It's only if you deal damage with it that it will actually remove health. I think they're called pizza monsters. And damage, but that's actually completely fine considering there's a pizza coming up after this part, and it's like a few frames basically because there's just a little countdown here. Kill enemies if you want it because it's not really gonna do much. So I saw the wrong warp was mentioned, but yeah, we're not really going for that in this run. I wouldn't say it's that marathon friendly because it's just, I don't know, pretty big trick and really punishing if you don't get it, for sure. Rat King fight, I totally forgot to mention that fight, but you could see it was pretty good fight, and you do the same moves every time. Before coming up, we have some unique enemies here with these roadkill Rodneys, I think they're called. Starting off with some easy enemies. The purple foot soldiers is like super convenient by being Raph because his special attack does the same damage as their HP. So basically, Raph being that the only turtle that can one hit foot soldiers. Really good. This area is really fast. So here, it's just try your best to get a slam throw out, and here for sure. Always a pack of some blue guys as well. That's cool. Wrapping up the area really quick. Oh, you see this shield foot soldiers? They're really annoying, but they're vulnerable to some things like the slide and the special, but and actually the tackle as well. But if you try to attack them normally, they're just gonna ding ding, and yeah. Nice usage of the bomb pizza. These enemies have so much health that it's really the optimal use for these. They are. I really like this fight, and it's really easy to optimize them. We'll see what kind of fight we get. Yeah, as you can see, being hit by one move means they will always do a specific thing. So gets hit by a special, jump over, gets hit by an ender, jump over. I really love those bosses. Right. At least we're starting the elevator with full health. I respect that decision too. The elevator, I mean, it's kind of an auto-scroller, but then again, once there's enemies, there isn't. Of course, there isn't, because until you finished up the enemies. So the elevator is pretty interesting. This is something if you do with the wrong warp, you teleport basically at the beginning of the stage and go straight to Shredder. So with those runs, you never see this part ever. Interestingly, these enemies, they usually have a ton of HP, but for some reason they are really weak here. About like, if they spawn a specific way, like coming out of doors or teleport, they like usually have less health. Walking off of the edge of the screen. This is the fight that I guess annoyed a lot of people as a kid. You can throw to do damage here. And on hard mode, you have these shield guys, which is you either gotta hit them from the back or basically do a tackle to stun them. Like, Conster's doing a really good job here with a really clean and fast fight. And Shredder is just about done. Very nice fight. Basically taking no damage at all.
All right, we got another donation by Brett Suzo. He donated $5 and he says Donnie as file name for DKC3. And that's actually our next incentive. So it's gonna be an incentive for the file name, and you can win, of course, enter a prize pool by donating at least $5. Yeah, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If you want to enter that pool, you can donate $5 or more for DKC3. And also another thing to note is like the total sum of the TMNT bid war. We've actually calculated that, and we have raised over $850, $851.10 for only TMNT. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
It's great. Keep it up, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
Even though turtles is something that's but there's certainly a lot of passion for the turtles still. Now these stone warriors here, they are like so far they're the beefiest enemy in the game, or well, they are. There's not going to be any stronger than that, but I do a lot of dashing attacks to take them out. Yeah, but they're pretty predictable. They will always do. And with all enemies, they also spawn at the same place. Like, no spawns in this game is random. Conster will take the bomb pizza, killing some enemies off screen here. Screen kills, I think, is really cool about this game too. Special or many special. They have such good reach that, like, you'll be able to kill enemies before you can even see them. Coming up, I might as well start talking about it. Coming up is Slash, which you fight was. So Slash is the only boss that can block your attacks and forever, basically. At least it feels like. So we'll see what kind of fight we get. First, there's some more Stone Warriors coming up. Very interesting technique, or like back and forth there. I like that. Unique strats from all different all runners in this game. Apparently, stand behind Slash and you'll be able to stun him before he does anything. It's like nice. So yeah, if you do this a specific combination of moves, you'll be able to keep him in the stun. And unfortunately, he broke out, but the Conster had some really good backups there. Really fast backups to get Slash stun again.
Skull and crossbones.
The game will just keep ramping up here. First off, like, this enemy, just take the orange guy out immediately. And annoying. Just throw him out, get him out of there. The plagues, which will hit you in the face. Well, at least they don't move. You always know where they are, but... And then we have the cannonball guy with the boat off the distance coming up later, which is it random when they shoot, but it's also random where it lands. And like sometimes it feels like it has an aimbot or something, because slide and it will hit you like in front of the slide, like kind of like if it predicted where you were going. So there's like the ship in the background. So okay. Oh, help get Conster out there. That's really cool. I guess it can help out, but most of the time it will just ruin the flow. Oh, wow. Yikes. Really like that. Conster is going all out, taking all the risks for optimal time gain. Because if you're at the top of the screen on this level, you can't get hit of the cannonballs. But then again, if you are there up there, how are you gonna kill enemies? Well, sometimes they're up there, but usually not. Thing to mention also is this yellow frisbee guys. Now these are just yellow bomb guys, but there will be more frisbee guys coming up here. The most annoying enemy in the game. But luckily, if you know where they are, if you know how to stun them, you can just get rid of them. So, wow, such a clean stage so far. And some more stormers. It's gonna go and blip back and forth. This fight, I feel like it's usually it's fine, but like it's the most annoying fight. Well, maybe with Slash, if it goes wrong, it's just really hard to control these guys if things go loose. It doesn't look like they had much health left there. It's only Rocksteady you gotta hit there also, interestingly enough. Placed to do it fast. Going up to the train stage, we have I would say a little less gimmicky stage. There's some barrels that will roll towards you. There's some bombs, but you can detonate them if you want. So I like that with a stage. We have a little simple one here too. And I don't know about you, but this is my favorite track in the game. Starting up, we have some really good areas for slam throws. It looks like it was almost able to nail the other purple guy with the slam throw. Hello, I like those guys. And there's a section with some more stone golems coming up in the next right here. And oh yeah, I think that should be able. You should be able to skip that, but there was something that, like they were charging like in the wrong direction or something, and they got stuck on the screen, so the game was like, nope. Group, yeah. So that is always a really satisfying slam throw. I don't know why, but this area in this stage you can only slam, even if you try to screen throw. No matter what. The only other part of the game that is with the shredder fight, where you can only do screen throws, you can't do any slam. But here it's like reverse. This part of the stage. Activate the bomb and get rid of those guys, and now you can actually skip these. Very nice. Other head is yeah, a little bit of a pushover. So very predictable where he will go, and you have at least if you have health for it, you can tank through the charge attacks. What? And just like that, Leatherhead is gone. Wow. We are going to the second auto-scroller in the... Definitely maybe a little bit more futuristic this time.
Neon Knight Riders.
This is how things will look in 2 years from now, as we all know. Zero action. This is basically the same thing with stage 3, as in you can kill enemies if you want, but it's you gain some frames if you don't. So enjoy the music. But we gotta prepare ourselves for the next stage, being the last one, Starbase, where basically everything is being thrown at us. Basically, you know, with the no turtle has ever gone before. We kind of like to say we're no good pace has gone before. How it feels like. Or the saying, it all goes down to Starbase. That variation that one. Yeah. And yeah, nice aiming there, guys. Relax next time. We're gonna fight Krang 2 times, with this time being with the actual Krang armor. I always go back and forth between names, but I kind of call him like Super Krang. But and this is another fight that can kind of get out of hand, but with Raph it's really convenient and scripted. The auto scrollers, you can't actually dash, which means Raph is actually the only turtle that can dish out good damage. Because every other turtle's special attacks are weak. just put it at that. Really close. Little bomb attack thingy is no biggie dodging those. Very nice. Right, so get ready. Starbase. There's these like small robots that kind of wander around and shoot lasers and stuff. Those are just horrible.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
No good pace has gone before. So starting off, we're just gonna. We have some enemies. They are. Get these beefy guys out with some screen throws. Now we have some stone golems dashing. Very nice. I'm not sure when Custer wants to grab the bomb pizza, because it's different with some runners if they grab it for the stone golems and what's coming up later, or if they want to clean this up first. Bomb pizza, but you could also try to go for a slam throw. Basically, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Very, very nicely set up slam throws here. Oh, yeah, that happens. They're like, it's really cool to do running specials back and forth. Yeah, we got some frisbee guys coming up now also. When the game after these enemies, yeah, they are. X, are they? Oh, yeah, oh, well, that was really quick actually. Get this, yeah, get that ball away from there, because otherwise, if I don't know. I guess that cannonball like has a life of its own, but eventually it's gonna start bouncing towards you. Ah, yeah, it's just like that. Stone golems. Oh. Yeah, some off-screen kills is definitely nice. Throw is like when you throw a stone golem, it deals a huge amount of damage. But still, if you hit another stone golem with it, it's still not a one-hit kill. So I feel like I've done a lot of jinxing so far. But deal with it. Okay. This area is we have a lot of bomb here, and a little bit by getting rid of them, but it's like, this area is kind of scripted, I guess. Here, slam. Or just barely hit the orange guy to the left. You can sometimes skip if one is back there, but they have to be really far away for that to be possible. And we're approaching Krang when Krang is in the little, I don't know, Dr. Wily capsule thing. I'm not sure. But this is a really random boss. Basically, the first time here, you can always hit with the special attacks, which deals the most damage. But when Krang goes away here and comes, let's see what kind of low, because sometimes Krang can appear far up and you're not going to be able to reach with the special attacks. Not sure if this is... Yeah, that was too far up. The air attacks are much weaker, so you gotta try to... that way. Like, the damage difference between standing and air attacks are so big. This is definitely, like... Sometimes I have, like, a Krang. This is basically the fan tune in the run. Like a staff, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there's actually like a lot of turtles which actually with their special they can reach Krang when even if you get bad a bad pattern, but then again they have worse damage, so the fight will take longer anyway. Super Shredder. Yeah, well, at least we can use special to tank through his attacks, but let's see what kind of fight we get here. Just like Baxter, and Shredder is also like he has to die close to the fence up there, so yeah, I guess it's kind of beneficial if he's far up top, but and time is coming up. Just as you lose control. This game has kind of SDA style, so that's the time. Or SRL time is, but it's 15, I guess. Yeah, really good stuff. It was a pleasure to commentate that.